Well, it's a good sign. I'm very pleased that European Union pushed for results of elections. And I'm pleased that Croats accepted the results of elections. Because there was a danger that if you do not accept results of elections, then of course that would be the end of everything. On September 14, we plan to have elections for all Bosnia. So no one should question the results of elections. So this is a step forward.
There's mainly a positive psychological impact that comes from it because now they're all together in Mostar. We finally got this behind us, and we were concerned that if it remained unraveled from the June elections in Mostar, that we'd have a situation in which parties would successfully object to results, and it'd be rather chaotic if we had that emulated on a broad scale after the 14 September elections. We have a problem there because... Who's going to run again since he's running again?
Well, I have, but let me go up first. Well, it's a compromise between compromise solution reached between the parties. It's somewhat less clear-cut than one would have hoped, but I sincerely hope that it will be implemented in fully and in good faith by both of the parties. Then it can work, but it requires full implementation and good faith and respect the compromise that has been reached. Well, of course, there's a lot of local influence, and what has been the role played by President Tudjman, that needs to be analyzed. What is necessary is, of course, to have the full implementation of the election result in Mostar. That is not coming immediately with this. It might come, and it must come, but that requires that all abide by the compromise that has been reached, and that there is full implementation of the different stages that are foreseen, and that must be taken in this particular agreement. So it is somewhat less clear-cut than we would have wished, but it's a compromise reached by both of the parties in Mostar, and as such, of course, something that is accepted by them. It means, although that is a decision to be taken by the European Union presidency, that the accelerated withdrawal of the European Union will not take place now. Of course, there will be a phase-out, as there is the installation, one would hope, of an elected, fully fledged city administration of unified Mostar. But there is some way to go until this agreement makes it possible to implement what should be implemented in terms of the election results. That's why I think it is very important that we stick to the principle that the election results must be implemented and must be respected. There are always winners and losers in any elections. That's in the nature of things. And it's in the nature of democracy that those who lose once must accept that. They might win tomorrow. But if those who lose or doesn't win as much as they want don't accept it, then of course the very essence of democracy is threatened.
You're not sounding very upbeat about this.
Well, it's a compromise, and we know that compromises of this sort, they require implementation, they require good faith, they require a lot of work, and that is what is going to be required in Mostar to make this work and to make it possible for us to say that the election result will really be implemented.